This video from my son is how this whole story gets started. And after some over-the-phone diagnostics, he drained the oil and found just what I suspected: metal shavings from a failed rod bearing. Having his car shipped from 29 Palms to Texas just wouldn't be feasible, so time for a road trip. I located a used engine from Phoenix Parts out of Houston. I did a full tune-up and resealed the entire engine to ensure we wouldn't have any problems. I also made a lift plate to help with the install. Now just time to gather up the tools. Maybe a few more than I really need. With all the tools gathered, time to hit the road. Ten hours later, still in Texas. We eventually made it to Tucson, Arizona that day, where we stayed at Country Inn and Suites. With only a small homeless encampment right outside our window. The following day our drive would only be about 6 hours. Once we arrived at the 29 Palms Marine Base, we headed to our room and got checked in. It was finally time to go hear the engine in person. And it sounded just as bad as I thought it would. So we headed over to the Auto Skills Center on base and got started. With everything on top of the engine disconnected, we just needed to remove the transmission bolts and disconnect the exhaust. Before the Auto Skills Center closed that day, we managed to get the old engine out and the new one set back in place in just under 4 hours. We started early the following morning with plans of being done by 11 a.m. With everything back together, we double-checked and topped off all the fluids. The moment of truth. What a great sound. We let the engine run for about 15 minutes while we cleaned up our mess, then double-checked the engine for any leaks. With no leaks and no check engine light, what better way to test it than a 3.5 hour drive through a 110-degree desert to Las Vegas? I think we'll just leave that story for another time. A big thanks to the folks at the Auto Skills Center back on base. Without their facility, this job would have been a total nightmare. Overall, this trip couldn't have gone any better. The engine swap went perfect, and now my son has his car back. So long till the next adventure.